Hey, Win Church family, Pastor Brian here. Just hoping everybody's having a great day on this beautiful fall day. I wanted to touch base with everybody about a couple things that's coming up in the next little bit. First of all, if you're watching this video, you're going to be watching on Facebook, on our Win Church Facebook page, our Facebook group, or on YouTube. And so I'm going to make sure that we upload that to all three of those different locations. If you are one of our YouTube subscribers, we are getting ready to start live streaming, but the only way we can do it is we can only live stream to Facebook. So we want you to get more of a live opportunity to be with us during the same time of the service. It's going to help us out a lot here with not having to stay extra to produce videos and all that. And it just, the biggest thing is help keeps you connected to what we're doing at the church. And so would like to ask you to move over. If you don't have a Facebook and you don't know how to use it, contact us here at the church office, and either we or someone in our church can help you get set up. It's pretty simple. If you can operate YouTube, you can operate Facebook. We can set up private accounts so you can just watch the services online. Here pretty soon, next few weeks, our website will be up and running, and you can listen to the sermons on audio on our website once that's up and running. So that's going to started this past Sunday with Pastor Dale having his first live stream message. We'll pick it back up this weekend again. So that's for all our YouTube subscribers. Make sure you're moving over to our Facebook Win Church page or our Facebook group, and we'll be uploading to both of those sites. So make sure you join us there. We are living in difficult times. We know that. Of course, everything is still. We all thought we'd be finished with coronavirus. We thought that COVID-19 would be over, that the mask would all be in one big pile being burnt in a parking lot somewhere. But we're not there. That hasn't happened. In fact, we're seeing an uptick of cases. We're seeing more and more people being diagnosed in our local schools around here. We've had a few even students contract coronavirus, and they're better. Praise God for that. We're going to continue to pray for our local schools and for our teachers and faculty that are out there with them every day. But we are seeing a big uptake all the way across our country in churches that have started meeting in person again. There are several churches I know that are still completely online. Some of them are still parking lot services, but if you're in Northeast Ohio, I know most of our Northeast Ohio folks have either moved back into the sanctuary or getting ready to. And so that comes with its own set of circumstances and problems. Of course, mask or no mask, where can I sit? How close can I sit? Are we going to take temperatures when people are coming in? So I just want to address you as our church family for a little bit. I hate wearing masks. I hate it. When they finally tell us that this thing is over, I cannot tell you how quickly every single mask I've got is going to go right in the trash can. Like, I hate them. It's hard to breathe. As you can tell, I'm not a super skinny guy. And so I don't like wearing masks. And I'm a social, butterfly. I love interaction with people. I love hugging people. I love, shaking hands. I love, being close and telling jokes and goofing around, and all that's great. And 6 foot social distancing is hard. Like, as a pastor, to not hug your folks as they're coming in and out of the church. And that's difficult for me, So, and I know you know what I'm saying. You feel the same thing. I hate that mask that we have to wear on our face. But I love people, and I love the people of our church, and I know you do as well. And so if that mask is something that helps keep someone safe, like even if you have feelings about it where you don't believe it's that big a deal, the masks don't really help, I understand. Some of your thoughts on that. But if something I can do, a little piece of fabric on my face will keep someone from getting sick or help someone feel more at ease so that when we're worshiping together, they can, with no uncertainty and no nervousness, be able to feel free and worship, I'm going to wear that. I'm going to wear that little piece of fabric, because they mean something to me. It's not a political statement. It's not about what party I agree with or what I think about who's telling the truth. It's just right now things are uncertain. So starting this Sunday, there's a few things going to look different. First of all, when you come in, we want to try to keep the doors open so you're touching as few surfaces as possible. We encourage people, don't come out if you're sick. Make sure you wash your hands, use sanitizer. We'll still have greeters at the door that'll have masks available for you if you need to pick one up. But we are not going to do the temps anymore, because we all know I've been in 3 businesses over the last couple weeks that took my temp, and one was 94.7, one was 94.9, and another one was 95.3. And they're like, I guess you're good. Let's come in. Listen, if that's my temp, I'm not good. And so without spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars in new thermometers and thermometer systems, we all know that some of those things aren't working. And so it's kind of a formality that we put people through. I talked to some of our folks earlier today. We just need to stop doing that. But if you have a temperature, I hope that you love your church family enough to stay home. Don't push yourself. We have online presence that you're able to watch from home. God is not going to be more pleased with you because you push out and try to come to church when you're sick. Stay home. But we're going to reduce that. But I am going to really be pushing us in the context of keeping our mask on at all times when we're in the church, to maintain social distancing. There are pews in there that some you can sit in, some you can't. Look for those. If it's green, green means go, red means no. That's the way we try to operate. Also, watch the interaction. I know some people are cool with fist bumps, and if you're okay with that, that's okay. But maybe don't offer the fist bump, because you don't know how somebody else feels about fist bumps or handshakes or high fives, and maybe just go a little slower on that. Maybe a nod, a hello. And I know it's difficult. It's hard for me, but we want to keep people safe. I don't want people getting sick at our church. I don't want an outbreak. And I've heard just this past week of 5 different churches that I know of that have had major outbreaks, and not on my watch. I don't want that happening. If we can do everything we can to avoid that. So when we're in the building, at all times, maintain social distancing, keep your mask on. If you're up front singing or preaching, it's hard to hear what we're saying with a mask on, but we are more than 6 feet, 20 feet away from everyone else. And we sanitize our mics thanks to our good sound techs. They sanitize everything, and nobody's using somebody else's mic. And so we're trying to be careful with that. But this Sunday, I'm going to ask everybody, out of concern for others and out of the desire for us to keep having the ability to meet in person, let's just follow those guidelines. Stay home if you're sick, wash your hands, sanitize, wear your mask, maintain social distancing. I know you've heard it over and over again. I also know that, honestly speaking, we've probably got a little bit lax on it as a church. We let people wear a mask when they come in, they get to their seats, they take their mask off. We're not going to tackle you. The hard thing is, I've talked to pastors all the time, how do we police that? I'm not going to have an usher come and tase you in the middle of worship. But I'm just asking, as your pastor, out of concern and care for the other folks in our church, let's just make sure that we're following those guidelines. I've been pleased with the amount of folks that we've had since we've opened the doors again. It's been nice to see that, there are still a bunch of people that want to be in our building, and, that's great. There have been times I've got a little bit apprehensive because we had a lot in there. We were still able to maintain social distancing, but it makes me a little nervous. I would encourage you, if you have some anxiety, if you can make it up the steps, we have that whole balcony that's pretty open, so, go up there. But I just wanted to touch base with you today. I know this is a few minutes announcement, but I just kind of wanted you to hear my heart, and I want you to think about, how we move forward as a church. And so you'll see some signs up this Sunday when you come in. And so I ask that you honor those. And that's going to be both our Sunday morning service, our Monday night Celebrate Recovery, as well as our Sunday night youth group as well. So when we're in the building, mask on at all times, maintain that social distancing. I appreciate that you are humble enough and willing, and you care enough about your church to make these changes. Just follow those guidelines, and let's keep everybody safe. I love you guys. Hope everyone has a great day today. We'll see you Sunday.